your nose, black your eyes and keep them closed. Don't fall back, you up against the wall, ready to kill him, my weapon to draw, ready to come with the chainsaw. Bring it in, don't grenade, stay away. Fight again, I don't care, I'll beat you back, break you down. Bring it in, don't grenade, stay away. Fight again, I don't care, I'll beat you back, break you down. Down to the blood, yes, I'm taking a blade and shred your flesh. On your knees, I gotta request, submit defeat, but your death. Get low, down on me and I'll end the show. Meet your fate, it's time to go, deliver the final death blow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your man Wordsmith, and I'm declaring my man Jack the winner of this contest. So I need everybody in the audience, please put your hands in the sky.
Bring it in, don't grenade, stay away. Fight again, I don't care, I'll beat you back, break you down. Bring it in, don't grenade, stay away. Fight again, I don't care, I'll beat you back, break you down. You bet your match, face to face, who gonna react? Ready to tag, watch your back, body parts are getting attached. Battle for glory, roll, boom to extra gory. Sick of my mind, my nature, naughty, death, the art of the story. We're ready to go, we're ready to head the body blows. Pack the punch, crack your nose, black your eyes and keep them closed. Don't fall back, you up against the wall, ready to kill him, my weapon to draw, ready to come with the chainsaw.
Got a demon, what am I? It's time for me to choose my path. The power of my God hand, no evildoer will get past. Hand to hand or fist to fist, kick the nuts or twist your wrist. God power keeps my pimp hand strong, so trust me or you won't last very long. Dragon kick your ass into the Milky Way. Milky Way. Don't act like you don't like the Bulbasaur. My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, the summon of the powers of the God hand. I lost a limb in a fight, but don't worry, babe, I'll be cool. The ultimate power of a god is now my secret. My defenses are impregnable. My style is impetuous. If it's too much, I'll grovel at your feet. I beg for mercy when I feel the heat. Jaw-dropping attacks from my roulette wheel. Apocalyptic beatdowns from the God hand. My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, I summon up the powers of the God hand. Everybody wants a piece, who's next, don't be a fool. Hyperactive fighting styles, so slick they will make you drool. The God hand helps me work out my stress. It's overpowering, I must confess. The only person who it doesn't work on is the girl who got me into this Olivia. Slicing through thugs with my shockwave. More beheadings than a guillotine. Head slicer. My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm. I summon up the powers of the God hand.
How about now? Sorry about that. It's been so long since I got on here. StreamYard is completely just forgot all my shit. So I have to start over now. But that's on me. I should have double checked everything. I thought I did, but I guess it didn't save. Once again, for the third time. Hello, everybody. I am your Mortal Afro Josh. You're watching Gaming for the Boys. Billy Donuts, what's up, man? Long time no see. I know it's been a while, man. Like I said before, since I didn't have my mic added or whatever. But yeah, man, I just been working, working my jobs, have to make some real money to take care of some real bills and real problems and all that stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can get my co-host in here. I wonder if I can turn this off. It's like there's a lot of new features and stuff they added to StreamYard. Yo, Herb.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
All right.
A little bit of a malfunction, but that was my bad. It hadn't been on StreamYard forever. They changed a lot of this stuff, so I'm feeling like a boomer right now. Like, oh, where did they put the? I don't see where I can make the screen. There's two people.
We'll get it down eventually.
Yeah. I go stream collab. I'm trying to. It says Herbert's on here, but it's let's see.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know why it's got it. Okay, here we go. Ah,
there we go.
We back, man.
Yeah, we back.
What's up, Billy Donuts? The streaming game has changed. Like, no, they just like, I'm not complaining, but like I said, it's my fault. I haven't been keeping up with the all the features and stuff they keep adding to StreamYard. I mean, it's good, but damn, every time I log in here, they got like a little bubble and it pops up like, did you know that you could do this now? I'm like,
yeah, new age technology.
Yeah, like, slow down, man. I'm not ready. I was sitting over here going through my whole intro muted because it didn't have my microphone set up.
So when you were on, like, I was like, man, I can't hear Josh, man. I was like, man, my headset must be fucking up.
Nah, it was me fucking up. But yeah, but just to kind of go backtrack, fitting for how long it's been. But yeah, like I was saying, there's been a lot of stuff that's been announced, a lot of things from the PlayStation State of Play, Microsoft Summer Games Fest, and Nintendo Direct. And there's been a lot of announcements, some interesting, some not so interesting, some lame, some not so lame. And instead, we're not going to go over every single game, maybe one or two here or there that we're kind of interested in. But if you notice the title of this video, we're going to be going over some of the gaming discourse that has followed some of these announcements. So, and it's Twitter is a shit show, but it is entertaining. So we can get a little bit of something out of both. But starting out, this is one game that really, well, hold on. Before we do that, we got to start off with what have we been playing?
Okay.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been on here. So I'm going to start with you, H3. What have you been playing?
Recently, we just got back into PSO2. For those who don't know what PSO means, it's Phantasy Star Online. It was like the first MMO on console, right?
Yeah, I believe
I'm not mistaken. So it was the first MMO, on the Dreamcast. So it was a game I've always wanted to play. Cross, one of our good friends, said, let's play. And got back on it, and I've been hooked. The game allows you to do things that a lot of MMOs just don't allow you to do nowadays. You can customize your character in ways that just can't do in other games, and I'm loving it. Also been going back and playing old fighting games. So I started playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter Third Strike. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Well, that's pretty good. I've been kind of bouncing all over the place, but a good chunk of my gaming has been going back to Monster Hunter World. And game is always a treat. There's so much to do, so many things I have to unlock, some gear, and of course, fight the monsters is always a treat. But aside from that, still get my occasional rounds of Marvel Rivals in, just to keep my skills sharp.
Bro,
And,
what was that monkey you were playing? It's like a golden monkey that you were fighting one time. That was just like Super Saiyan speed all over the place.
Yeah, that was a modded quest of the Furious Rajang. That's like the King Kong motherfucker in that game. And he's a whole problem in the half. The regular Rajang is like trouble enough, but that quest, since it's modded, made him go beyond a regular Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Kuroki, what's going on, man? You're right. It has been 84 years. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, wait. I forgot Ravens Watch. We just got back on Ravens Watch. They had a update recently, and we got the guys together, and it's been super fun. Super fun.
Yeah, Ravens Watch is always good with the boys. The boys, we have our games and we all play together, but Ravens Watch pretty much takes the crown every time.
Yeah.
And, a new update has been a lot of fun, actually. Like, I think they added like the Thieves Guild or something.
Yeah, like, the thieves, they have like these little dens where it has gold and musical notes that you can get like certain abilities with. And every time they hit you, they take some of your gold. And it's frustrating but fun. But fun.
And it's a good challenge. Like the notes, something they added, these melodies that kind of enhance your run. So far, they've all been a lot of fun. They've given us a lot of new, interesting ways to continue playing the same game we've been putting several hundred hours into at this point. I think Herb is in the lead at
725 hours.
They've been putting a lot of work in there. What's up, Dinosaur Rapist? The return is here. I like the name. I like the name, man. He's either gator milk or a dinosaurist. Hope you're doing all right, man. But yeah, so we're just talking about a few things. Some discourse online that has kind of happened as a result of some of the announcements from all of the many gaming, sites or whatever. But we're going to start off with the most obvious one. Well, it's not the most obvious, but it is pretty telling because, we do the same song and dance every time there's a game that definitely has the appeal and wears its appeal on its sleeve, which gets the right people upset. And that game, of course, is Stellar Blade 2. Now, for those of you who may not know, Stellar Blade, I think it came out back in 2022 or something, or 24. It wasn't that long ago, but it was a PlayStation exclusive where you played with this character named Eve, and she was extremely attractive. And of course, with it being released on PlayStation, I remember talking to Cross a lot about, oh man, this game looks pretty cool. We don't know nothing about it, but I think it was based off of a gacha character or whatever. But when it came out, there was all this talk about, oh man, it's a sexist game. It perpetuates.
Yeah, it's not a real woman.
Yeah, and then come to find out the model for the main character is, I think it's modeled after like a real model. So it's like an actual woman.
Yeah, I think it was the girlfriend or wife of the guy who designed the game too, which is crazy.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah. And so, of course, that whole entire thing fell through. Unspoiled yesterday. What's up, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We doing good, man. We doing all the way good. And of course, Young Sykes can't make it today, but have fun talking shit about what's going on. Don't worry, man. We'll talk some shit for you. So that was the first Stellar Blade that came out a few years ago. I bought the game, but I haven't gotten a chance to like really crack and playing it yet. They have a whole lot of shit I've been playing. But now that Stellar Blade 2 is on the horizon, I'm definitely interested in getting into it because, like, from what I've seen, the game isn't anything to write home about. It's like it's a South Korean studio's first attempt at like a full-on AAA action, you know, like I guess you can call it like hack and slash action game.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty good, and the reviews were kind of like between, as far as like the gameplay, between average and above average. But since it's the studio's first game, has some rough spots, but definitely it ain't no Ninja Gaiden, but it has its own little niche, and thanks to its glowing appeal, it amassed quite a fan base.
Glowing appeal is quite the word to explain it.
Yeah, because as you know, the gaming industry or the gaming community is made up of a bunch of horny men, those bastards and their sexist mindset.
Yeah.
But we like what we like, and as a Marvel Rivals gooner, I can attest to that. Like, I think the next release, they're releasing a new outfit for what's my character? Jean Grey. She's getting a new outfit, as well as a swimsuit for Emma Stone. So I'm like, I have to buy it. I have to spend the money for it because otherwise, who else will?
Yeah.
Blade Blood Rain looks good. I prefer the hand-to-hand combat to the swordplay. And that's not pretty Ninja Gaiden in the league with some. Yeah, understandably so, but just as like a quick comparison for what type of game it is, in case anyone doesn't know. But like you said, the sequel, Stellar Blade Blood Rain, it changes things up quite a bit. The protagonist, who I think is Eva, I think all their names were like some twist on Eve or Evie or something.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It's a departure from the swords and hack and slash. Now it's just straight fisticuffs, and it looks phenomenal. I'm gonna bring up a trailer for you.
Yeah. See, when Stellar Blade came out, I wasn't that really interested in it, but after I saw the trailer for this game, and like you said, with the fisticuffs, and it just looks like the action has been like overhauled to a degree, kind of almost like God Hand in a sense, like God Hand and Metal Gear Rising. Like it looks like that type of vibe when it comes to the action, where it's not so grounded.
Yeah, and I believe that I don't know how long ago this was confirmed or whatever, but the team or the studio, the Clovers, they were made up of the old team Clover Studio that did work on God Hand. So
yeah,
I believe Shift Up, the developers for Stellar Blade, acquired that studio.
Yeah, and now you're seeing the God Hand kind of influence on it, and that's just awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Billy Donuts. Eve is the first one. Evie is the new girl. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I haven't played the first game yet, but I definitely have it. Like, I wanted to just support it. I got the special edition for $80 reduce. I don't mind giving them my money.
Yeah.
Because at the very least, they know what I want in a game.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. The main controversy with the first Stellar Blade is that it was going back to the things that we liked as gamers.
Yeah,
and it's like beautiful women in our games. That's cool. That fights cool. Where now, all of the women, they try to make them realistically based on people. And even then, they always get it wrong to where like some of the people that they base the characters on are really beautiful. And then they'll dump them in the game and they'll like mess up their face. And it's like really, really ugly for some reason. But they've been trying to like, mess with the beauty standard type that we like in these games. They're just going against what we like.
Yeah, which is basically suicide if you want to sell video games in this market. And Billy knows that we're going to get to that too. That's on the list. But here's the trailer. I'm turn it up just a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud.
This atmosphere is so sick. So sick.
Yeah, I think they said it's more like, heavily industrialized future, like cyberpunk not quite cyberpunk, but approaching that.
Yeah.
Evie.
I'm listening.
Scarlet Sin.
You know,
The beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
it's really frustrating to look at sometimes.
Strange today.
Oh yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop seeing weird things.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna. Tracking.
The hooded assailant will always be a cool trope.
Yeah.
How's it looking out there?
I can't stand it. It'd be better for both of us if we got out of here quickly.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong.
Hey,
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The false rain shall cease! In the name of
Sick.
Oh, thing about love, violence, blood, gore, and sexy women.
Like the detail and like the clothes and the weapons are just so crazy. Even just the people around her looks really, really detailed.
Yeah, because they definitely have a aesthetic they want to pursue with this, I guess, franchise, the Stellar Blade franchise, I guess. It look like your character from Fantasy Star.
Yeah, PSO.
The duck and the weave.
Not Sephiroth. And Timu Sephiroth.
I like how they're really expanding the action, because the first game was, like I said, it's like hack and slash ish.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that the action or gameplay in the first one wasn't that well received.
It was pretty stiff. Like, I've only played it for about maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours on mine. I haven't played it long enough to just agree with everybody, but it did feel pretty stiff. But I imagine that's more so, this team's first attempt at a game like that.
Yeah.
So, if it's their first shot at it, it's no biggie.
Yeah.
The growing pains of game development is something we can all kind of like appreciate, especially when it's a new property or new IP.
Yeah.
But so a lot of the conversations online, Twitter specifically, around Stellar Blade 2 is the appearance of our protagonist. And the usual suspects, the usual critics of these types of games always kind of throw out the same tired I guess insult, because liking young attractive female characters is a sin in their eyes. A lot of them throw the PDF file accusation out there because like, oh, she looks like a kid. And the same thing happened with the character that was recently released on Street Fighter. What's her name?
Ingrid.
Yeah, Ingrid. And so the thing that frustrates me the most about conversations like this, because to me, they're all just meant to be a distraction. They're all kind of meant to demonize or make people who enjoy these type of games look like weirdos or creeps, when these same weirdos and creeps are championing a game like Mixtape that has underage characters, tongue kissing. And it's like weird.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going to show that because it looks weird. It's like, look, art is art, but there are lines in the sand you kind of have to like acknowledge, especially when it comes to like flinging accusations across the, across at your opponent or whatever. And so the thing with Hung Tai Kim, I think that's the name of the director for Stellar Blade. They recently. Oh, hold on, I think you got disconnected. I'll let you come back when you're ready. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He was talking about their decision to change up the design of the main character, or I guess use a different one. And like his logic, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty sound. It's just like it really just kind of amounts to we just want to make something we think is cool, something we think is interesting or unique or nice to look at. But a lot of the critics of this game really have an issue with feminine characters looking feminine, being and not even necessarily being feminine. And one part of the discussion was it brought up tomboys, which I thought was pretty interesting. How tomboys seem to have been like pushed out of the zeitgeist by trans. And so I thought that was pretty interesting because back in my day, back in the old days when I was in high school, tomboys were their own category.
Yeah.
And so I just thought it was pretty interesting to see how that dynamic of the conversation shifts from, oh, you're a PDF file to, oh, you're sexist. You don't you just want women to all look this certain way.
Yeah, they're always moving the goalpost some kind of way. There's always something.
Yeah, it never ends. Now, this does kind of segue into like something similar. Jean Grey versus Jane Grey. So, another game that was announced was Marvel's Wolverine for the PS5. Now, on the surface, the game doesn't look that bad. It looks like Wolverine. Now, it doesn't have that much flair because it seems like the intent behind Sony's studio that makes these games, they just kind of want to do how do you describe it? I don't want to say the bare minimum, but after seeing Jane Grey, it's kind of hard not to view it like that. Let me show you an image. I can find it. Jane Grey.
Yeah, they were definitely wrong for the way they presented her. Like she's not even in the X-Men costume. She doesn't look like Jean Grey, and then she doesn't have the X-Men costume. They could at least did that.
Well, they said that this was supposed to be like a different. I don't know if it's a different timeline, but this was before the X-Men became X-Men.
Oh man, I hate when they do that. They always try to find some like bullshit excuse. Like this is before every Charles Xavier did whatever. Like, bro.
Yeah, this was before Xavier, and I don't know the X-Men canon that well. Like, I've always just kind of assumed if there was a before the X-Men, no one really cared.
I don't think Jean even knew Wolverine before the X-Men.
Well, yeah, Insomniac. John Gray.
Let's see if we can find the one that got away. Redhead. Might be our only lead. Looks like she took off into the industrial park.
This is my first time seeing a trailer from the beginning.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't know who Jean Grey is.
That could be a thing.
Perimeter stable. Holding position.
I will say.
Hold on. I find it very ironic how, like, anytime we get just like a smidge of like a female character being like inconvenienced in a way or, sexualized, we're sexist or misogynist. But just like in Spider-Man, they have no problem putting female henchmen in here to be completely obliterated. And so it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we upset about women getting hurt in video games, or is it just completely fine? Like, I don't know.
Well, they don't know. They don't know. Whatever fits their agenda is what they're gonna go with. It's like an option select.
Yeah, because like I remember somebody made the joke with Spider-Man. Which like, please, Spider-Man, I'm only doing this bad guy stuff to pay for bread for my family. And he's just like air comboing the shit out of him. And it's just like equality, I guess. I mean, if it's okay, it's okay, I guess. I almost feel kind of sorry for her because she said, "Oh my god," and her hands were up like, "Oh," and Wolverine just fucking like. Yeesh. Well, it definitely got the blood down. It's okay when we do it. Yeah, I know, right?
No answer. Stay sharp. I don't like this.
So I don't know if this is just being petty, but Wolverine looked kind of little to me. You know,
Well, he is little, ain't he?
he's little, but he's like super buff.
Well, I'll bring that up when we finish this. Shut up, freak. I don't know what that was.
Probably one of the Morlocks.
Pew 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 pew.
We need backup now.
Oh my god. Guys, it's Scarlet Witch.
No, it's not. That's Mary Jane Watson.
Well, maybe he does know who she is. The lady from Control.
Don't worry. You're not going anywhere.
My dude's up.
I know, like, you about to box or something? So co-op confirmed? Swiss cheese.
That did a lot of damage. I do like that he's healing over time. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like he takes a lot of damage, but heals really slow.
He's gone feral. Get out the car, I guess. Deborah Wilson.
Yep, favorite black lady.
And everything. That's another good thing to kind of talk about.
Yeah.
He's a wild animal. Because he's a Wolverine.
So, what game popularized this? Where you be on top of a car fighting stuff? Is it Nathan Drake? I feel like it might be Nathan Drake that popularized that.
It was a big part of it because the whole like action set piece while playing is kind of where they got that from.
Yeah.
And they've been like just doing it nonstop ever since. And to me, it's getting a little tired. It's not bad. I don't want to say it's like stupid. They should stop.
Oh, or was it GTA?
I want to say it was Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Okay. Yeah. Final Destination.
Boy, flying.
I know. You help put a redhead. You deal with him first.
Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Look, kid. I'm Wolverine.
Now they're all dead. Ooh, the Sentinels.
Some folks can't wait to die.
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's only fair to say that this game does not look bad. It does not look bad.
I agree.
But this does. So, like, all right. I don't understand the philosophy behind a lot of these AAA studios or modern gaming studios where they feel so definitely afraid to just commit to a proper representation of a character. Like, as far as I've known of Jean Grey, I have never seen her look this bland and unappealing because she's supposed to be like the top of the crop, you know, the highest of high tiers when it comes to like really Marvel, right? You know, not just the X-Men, but, you know, the Phoenix Force and all that stuff. Even if this is her before she becomes the super ultra Phoenix or whatever, it's just a little mean-spirited to commit to this. And
go ahead.
And the thing that makes it worse, like the actress that they scanned, she looks way better. That's what makes it even worse. She looks way more attractive than, I don't know how they ended up with this.
Well, it's a part of their agenda to make women not as sexually attractive as they used to be. You know, like this, they want a normal representation of women, and like the people behind these games are like pushing for that.
Yeah, it's like, but to what end? It's like, because obviously, I think it could be easily boiled down to like, well, we just want to undermine the value and appeal of gaming because we just want to destroy shit. You know?
Yeah, I don't see what I've never understood is how is it that you got Wolverine dismembering people, you got blood, guts, and him ripping assholes out, but you can't have a beautiful, attractive woman in the game. Same thing with Mortal Kombat. Like the attractiveness of the women in Mortal Kombat has went down so much over the years, but you can still, like I said, you can rip somebody's guts through the asshole and chop them in half and all this stuff, but you just can't have any beautiful women aesthetically to the eye, you know?
Yeah, because my thing is like this doesn't hurt us as much as I guess they think it does. Because the thing about Marvel is that the IP is out there. For me, Jean Grey in Rivals is probably the best she's ever looked in, like as far as the gaming.
Yeah.
So
See, but with Marvel Rivals and like Marvel Tokon, like those are companies that are outside of America that are pretty much giving us like the right representations of those characters like they should be. And it's crazy that we got to get somebody outside of outside of America to do American characters the way they're supposed to be. It just doesn't make any sense. But here we are, you know.
Yeah, which of course in a sense kind of burns me because it's like, I'm America, love my American stuff.
Yeah.
But I gotta rely on damn Chinamen to make a proper representation, like
or Japan. It's like, Korea. It's like we gotta get them to do our characters that we created, right? Like, come on.
Which is just like it's embarrassing because like this is the best we could do. Like lady in her mid to late 30s wearing a jacket, a leather jacket, not even a cool leather jacket.
Like, you know what this reminds me of? What was that one Marvel game they did that was like multiplayer? What was that? It was an Avengers game that shut down.
Yeah, the one by Square. I think it was
Square.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. It's like just terrible representations of the characters and what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah, they all look
regular woman. Yeah. It's like, we play these video games and we read comics and watch anime to see super stylized versions of the characters we love. It's like if I want to see just a regular woman walking around, I just go to the goddamn grocery store, go to fucking Walmart. I don't want to see a regular woman in my game. It's like, make her more than just real life. Make her like stylized, something that we want to see. But you got to get Walmart Jean Grey and
Jane Grey.
Yeah, Jane Grey. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I was having a conversation with somebody on Twitter about like how this is less disingenuous. Oh, it is, but it's also just lazy because it's like, dude, what's the creative and design department fucking doing? Like, is this like all they're doing? Like a lot of, and to be fair, the first Spider-Man game, Marvel Spider-Man, was well received. Everyone liked it. I liked it, and it also had like the realistic thing going. But I guess because it was Spider-Man and it was only centered around him, it wasn't that noticeable, like how kind of generic everything looked. Because at the time, everyone was really head over heels for realism and ray trace reflections. And to me, I'm of the opinion now that realism is just code for lazy, because all you're loading in is just assets of things that are just already done. No one had to really touch up anything. And
you might be right on that one. I didn't think about that, but yeah, you scan in the face and throw it on a model. Hey, you're done.
You just drop it in there. And it's kind of frustrating because when I look at something like Marvel Rivals, which is nowhere near as big in terms of like, this looks like it's going to be like an open world type of thing, a whole bunch of stuff happening. And obviously the dialogue is going to be really like Insomniac with dialogue is, but there's going to be a lot of it. Whereas in Rivals, each character kind of they get a little back and forth with somebody, and then that's it. Maybe a winning quote when they beat somebody. Yeah. But that game in comparison is just leagues above in terms of like quality and care. And it's a conflicting feeling for me to think that it's possible that people on the other side of the planet care more about a proper representation of Captain America than Americans over here working on the game. And it's just like, that's annoying.
It's wild, bro. It's so wild.
Yeah, it's annoying to see that because, like, don't get me wrong, like as somebody who enjoys things, I want to get things that I like, things that look appealing to me. This game is mid. It looks mid. Seeing Wolverine chop stuff up is cool, but I'd rather do his ultimate in Marvel Rivals and wipe out the whole team.
Yeah.
or get wiped out by him, because even though that Wolverine from Rivals looks a little silly, some of his costumes are exaggerated in the way that you said makes more sense. It looks more appealing. He's short and stocky, but he's like buff,
he's big.
wide.
You know, and that's how he is in the comics. Like he's buff. Like he might be small, he might be short, but he's still like super buff.
Yeah, he's an animal. And you don't have to have people running around shouting, "Whoa, he's like an animal." Oh, what? That's crazy. It's like, why do y'all feel the need to overemphasize what we already know? It's like, are you making this game for people that have never seen X-Men ever? And if they haven't seen X-Men, why would you? Why is the effort so lacking? Like a lot of the major appeal for comic books or anything like cartoons back in the day, for me, it was that they were over exaggerated. Cartoons and stuff are manipulated in ways that realism can never achieve.
Yeah, even with like old school like Thundercats, when Lion-O stretches his sword out, he's like animated so well.
Yeah,
it's like if he was like, "Oh man, this is old guy from Walmart stretching his sword out," like, oh, terrible.
Nobody would watch any of that shit. Like, Thundercats, Biker Mice from Mars look like actual mice.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, this just brings me to another topic. Yeah, this is I forgot to add it, but I will just put it in here. Let's see. This one's sure to ruffle some jammies. Speaking of the unappealing nature of realism.
Oh no.
So look, I don't know what it is about because, all right, here's the thing. I'm not a Star Fox fan. I never played the Star Fox game. I do have it, but since Nintendo is weird, I probably can't just stream it. But I'm gonna play it at some point. But it's not too much different. It's a dogfighting flight simulator type game, right? The new Star Fox is, to me, it's a like for like comparison to Wolverine, where you completely drop the entire appeal of like animated, cartoonish appeal in favor for the easier, lazier, realistic approach. Like now they all look like legit animals. Like,
yeah, they look like what's the animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese, Billy Bob, and like animatronic animals, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and like the thing is with Star Fox, like I've always known what it was. Like, a lot of my friends played it, or you can't have been into gaming and not have not come across Star Fox, right? Let me stream it. Okay. So this is the new Star Fox. They announced not too long ago, a couple months back, I believe.
Atmospheric entry complete. Extend the wings. G-diffuser systems check. Sound off, team.
Slippy here. So far, so good.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Hey, what's up, Peppy?
Falco here. G-diffuser seems fine. Let's go already. Enemy targets up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
Okay, so now one thing I kind of like to do is imagine how I would have interpreted this game if I was a fan of Star Fox. And this reminds me a lot of Sonic 06. Now, obviously, this is nowhere near as bad as Sonic 06, but one of the biggest complaints about Sonic 06 at the time when it came out was how uncanny it looked, because it looked like they dropped Sonic right in the middle of the real world. Like, he looked unusual, surrounded by properly proportioned humans. Eggman looked like an actual dude who was just a little fat, maybe a doctor or something. And it was uncanny seeing Sonic kind of like just move around in this world. And of course, the icing on top was when they had this weird human animal relationship with the princess or something. Everybody hated that shit. It was the worst thing. Everybody unanimously was like, Sega, I don't know what the fuck this was, but never do this shit ever again. Clearly, this isn't as bad as that. However, the whole appeal for animation when it comes to expressing, because I saw a video where somebody was kind of going over like, hey, look, the Star Fox team expresses themselves. You can see him tilt his ear and nod his head. And it's like, so are we regressing? like, especially when literally just like a week or so before this, the new Super Mario movie came out where they showed off Star Fox. And from where I understand, everyone was like, yo, this looks great. He was over here, Fox McCloud, whole face all bright and starry-eyed, looked really cool. So if I was into Star Fox and I saw the movie and I was like, oh, okay, it was a pretty cool movie. Oh, wow, they announced another Star Fox game. Kind of annoying that it's just another remake, right? The same game. They've been remaking this one game for 30 years, right? But hey, fuck it, I'm a fan. And then I see this, it's just like, so y'all just picked up some real animal assets from Unreal and just dropped it in the game.
You know what this reminds me of? You know how like you got the Lion King and then you got the live action Lion King?
Yeah.
It's like you can't, like the animated Lion King looks so much better than the live action one. It's like not even close.
Yeah, and so it's like, are people just kind of giving up? They're lowering their standards so much because don't get me wrong, it's not to say that this doesn't belong in any capacity anywhere. Yeah. It's just that, if you're gonna make something, make it its own thing. Maybe this is appealing in a vacuum over here, something that's not Star Fox. Because Star Fox, from what I understood, there's somebody who's not a fan, but have been in proximity long enough to know the character well enough that, oh, he looks like this. This is what he's like. This is what he does. Landmaster, dual barrel roll, all that shit. But to see them kind of this to me seems like a severe regression in terms of like effort. Like, who gives like this part right here? Like him smiling, he was like, see, that's like inflection. That's animated. And I'm like, okay, dude. I mean, you're technically right.
Yeah.
But to what end?
Yeah. So I'm not a Star Fox fan. I've known of it. Haven't really played it. I only like Star Fox and Smash Brothers. I'm sorry. I only like Star Fox and Super Smash Brothers. I don't really play the other games. I've never played them. So,
Okay, so here's Wild Blue Skies. Here's like the direct comparison as far as I'm concerned.
Looks so lively already. Very vibrant, colorful game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we've got company. Thanks, Molly. I thought I was done for.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so this is around the point where I kind of I'm developing a bit of a bias against what I consider a lack of interest. Like the people working on this game just don't care as much as they should. You know, the Star Fox, especially with the advent of AI. Because you notice, like, there's a whole bunch of AI videos going around where you just put it in a whatever. I'm sure you've seen the ones where, like, the Kung Fu Cat, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. In Memphis, they got the jukin cat or jukin dog.
yeah,
It's
and
like
it's like,
they have somebody juking.
it's, and it's like, it's hard for me to separate these two things because there's so much AI slop constantly being pumped out, and a lot of it is like a realistic interpretation. It'd be pretty funny if a realistic cat knew kung fu and fought a kung fu master in the middle of like an old bar or something, right?
Yeah.
And when I look at the Star Fox thing, I'm like, is that what they did? Like Star Fox, but realistic, and you got the characters, the animals, the actual animals jumping in flying spaceships. And then I look at Wild Blue Skies. I'm like, somebody had to draw that. Somebody had to keyframe that. Somebody had to come up with the details. These are all new characters with new everything. They have to have a personality. You have to draw that since it's an animated cartoon.
Yeah.
Whereas with the high fidelity, realistic bullshit, you just have a fox there who just goes, and it's like, is this what passes for better? I think your mic kind of cut you off.
Yeah, I had myself muted, but there's definitely some of the life missing out of the new Star Fox remake. Actually, I feel like with a lot of remakes, some of the life is missing with a lot of them.
Yeah, and that's kind of it leads to that conversation next. The whole thing with remakes. Now, this isn't to say that there's no such thing as a good remake. There are some good remakes out there, but what the difference is that when you're remaking a game, like in some cases, I think it's kind of done illegitimately, where like the purpose of the remake is to not really respect the old, but to try to replace it by being just like everything else.
Yeah. It's like we're gonna remake it, but we're gonna make it updated for modern audiences.
Yeah, whatever that means. Because like
whatever that means.
Like, because I think there is a modern audience, but the more and more I hear modern audience, the word that comes to mind is just fucking normies. People who don't have any real like attachment to the franchise, but will only look this way because it looks new and flashy. Normies are really susceptible to like high fidelity graphics and realism.
Yeah.
Whereas people that have been gaming for the past 20 years, we had that feeling back in 7th gen, where we like, oh, this is real, and it can't look any more real than this. And now we've kind of had our feel. I think the Order 1886 was kind of like, all right, guys, that's enough. This is hardly even a game.
Yeah.
We just kind of walking around. You got this weird aspect ratio because the console isn't strong enough to handle all those extra pixels. So you just got 2 black bars in there, and you're calling it, oh, it's part of the experience. It's like, what, movies? But hey, whatever, fine. And here we are, though. Much later after that, we're at this place where everyone's really just kind of gravitating to what I consider the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Beer Socks, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I want to take some of the new Halo. I saw clips from it, but I haven't watched it all the way through. Let me pull that up because as someone who used to enjoy Halo, I don't play it as often, but this is like Halo Combat Evolved or something. I don't think it's Campaign of Evolve, which is a stupid name in my opinion.
So wait, there's a new Halo. I was about to ask what the hell happened to the last one? Didn't they already have one?
Yeah, they did, like the Master Chief Collection. But this one is for PlayStation. And for some reason they're changing it up a little bit. But let's get a good look at it.
So this is supposed to be like the first Halo.
Yeah.
Now move it out. Double time.
We were losing the war. Pushed to the edge of extinction by an alien alliance bent on our eradication. The Covenant. So we made a bet and trusted everything we had left to one soldier. Those of us who managed to escape found something. It wasn't refuge. It was something ancient, beautiful, and dangerous. The Covenant followed us here. If they claim this place, humanity doesn't survive.
Oh, hold on.
That's not going to happen.
It looks really colorful.
You are more than your armor. More than your mission. And more than they can handle.
So is this like a mixture of all the Halo game things you could do in the first one?
No idea. Was that in the first Halo, that gun?
Yeah, the Needler.
Well, I know the Needler was, but that giant big Needler gun.
They believe
I'm not sure. I think so. I think that was like the alien rocket launcher equivalent.
Okay.
They're wrong.
So fun fact, man, like I was a hardcore PlayStation fan back in the day. And I hated everything Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Halo was the thing that made me not hate Xbox. Because I used to play it with my friends. Halo was such a sick game, bro. If they can capture the spirit of the original Halo, which doesn't look like they are.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the I forgot her name, the hologram thing that talks to.
It's supposed to be Cortana, but that. Look, man. Okay. Once again, and I'm kind of tired of saying this, it looks good. But the question I have is why? You know, we have this is where I get a little suspicious of remakes because the Master Chief Collection, even though it had like a rough start when it came out on PC, I don't know if it was the same way for the consoles, but when it first came out on PC, it had a little bit of a rough launch, but it eventually got ironed out. And it was everything you could have wanted as a Halo fan. Like, you got a whole collection of all the Halo games right here. You could just play through all of them. You know, me and Beersauce was playing Reach not too long ago. And like, I don't understand. It's not like Cortana was it's supposed to be like the hottest thing ever. She's an AI, a virtual AI, whatever. But
yeah, but people think she's hot though.
But to me, this is like going out of your way to like make her look like if you're, I don't know, because like Master Chief's armor looks good. It looks like a stylized version of the first type of armor you had in the first game. I think what is it, Mjolnir? I think it was called. And because creating something completely new is risky and costs more money. I don't think so. Not when you got money to put out something of this level of production value, quality. Because like just objectively looking at it, aside from whoever that is, Amanda, but, like this looks good. It looks good, but was this necessary? Like, could you not just put the Master Chief Collection on PS5 and then have everybody crossplay? You know, I feel like that would have made the most sense, because now you have another Halo game that has been effectively like quarantined from the rest of the Halo ethos, I guess. Was that the right move? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest.
Because I don't know, man. Like, I don't think this is gonna convince PS5 guys like, oh, we're gonna play Halo. It's like, well, Halo's old as shit, and you're better off just getting the Master Chief Collection on PC. That way, instead of just getting one Halo game, and I know they're gonna charge you $70 to $80 fucking for this shit, which is absurd. Like,
I think you are underestimating the laziness of gamers, especially console gamers.
Well, even they don't have a choice now because we all broke. Everything costs too much. Mjolnir Mark V. Okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh man, it looks ugly and shitty. It's too colorful. It's too bright. Like, I get it. But I feel like the Master Chief Collection kind of perfectly encapsulated what we would have wanted from a refresh of Halo. And this is just going back and doing more and less at the same time. You know, some guy never veered from PlayStation has been waiting for this day.
Yeah. That is true. I think that's one thing too. Like, the PlayStation guys are like, man, we got Halo now, we got Master Chief.
Yeah, see, that would have been like the way to like shit on the competition maybe 15 years ago. Like, when all of gaming, when the majority of gaming didn't migrate to PC, where everything's already there together.
Yeah, and then the competition between like PlayStation and Xbox, they were kind of like neck and neck. But now it's like no question, who's better, who's outselling who now.
Yeah, it's
PlayStation is winning, and Nintendo is winning way. Like, I don't know where Xbox is now.
Well, Xbox is trying to drain. If you care about games across the board, you get a PC. If you care about PS exclusives, for a while, you got a PC.
Yeah, you got a PC. No, you're right.
You know, but for now, since a lot of the games, they pull some of their games, there's still a reason to get a PS5. Not now because it costs too much, but that's everything. And then for anything you may not have missed, for anything you may be missing, you get it on the Switch too. But it's like Halo. Like, how many PlayStation guys were really holding out for Halo? Now, is that really a target demographic worth spending this much money on to get? Like, all 7 of them? Like, he said 5 of them. Like,
Bro, I remember when, like, you know, you had Halo.
hey, well, just a side note, and Beer Socks, Jesus in the mech form told me about the lore of that image I saw earlier. It was pretty funny. And I was telling her, like, man, imagine getting bodied by a cross-eyed motherfucker on the internet. That was pretty good. But yeah, what were you about to say?
Oh, I forgot. Totally forgot. I got distracted.
It's the damn cross-eyed. God damn it, Beer Socks. But like, I don't know, man. Like,
I know what I was gonna say. Yeah, this, like, I remember when there was a time where, like, you know, you were PlayStation, you didn't want fucking Halo on your system. You had your own fucking Halo, which was man, what was the name of that game? They haven't made one in years.
Oh, Killzone.
You know what I'm talking? You say what?
Killzone.
Killzone, right?
Yeah.
PlayStation had Killzone, and Xbox had Halo. Now it's like, man, nobody gives a fuck no more.
Yeah, like the energy that really kind of pushed the console war has waned dramatically in the last two console generations.
And it's
mainly because Xbox shot himself in the face. So it's like this isn't even a flex anymore. I don't, like I say, the most hardcore PlayStation Sony guy probably looked at this and was like, I got a PC. I've been playing Halo for the past 5 years.
Yeah, and I feel like since there's no competition between the two consoles, everybody's just sharing whatever fucking game, except Nintendo. Nintendo, like, man, I'm keeping all my shit. But you know, there's no competition between the two consoles no more, and I feel like the creativity is being hurt because of it. You know, nobody is like really putting their thought or all into the games that are coming out. It's just, you know, let me get Halo and, you know, transport this to Xbox or whatever, the PC. Is like, no, there's no competition at all.
Yeah, and if anything, it's a fight to keep games off PC. And it's like,
yeah,
which is not worth it because that's where all the money is. And it's like, I don't blame Sony for, like, you know, pulling some of their, you know, the future games off of PC. But the fact that they put them on there to begin with is kind of, it's checkmate. It's over.
Yeah,
because it's like PC is the optimal way to play. Now, in my opinion, the best thing would have been for them to never put any games on PC, and, you know, pull a Nintendo, keep all of their games on their system. Same thing with Xbox. You know, it's just that their way they went about doing it was so terrible that they had no choice. If the Xbox One wasn't a train wreck at launch, I would have been happy buying a new Xbox just to play exclusives.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with PlayStation.
Yeah, like cross dressing all games to all systems is just, there's no reason to get a console anymore.
Yeah,
It's
especially
like, there's no reason.
Especially now with the whole, you know, RAM issue making everything expensive as hell. It's like if you're gonna spend $1,000 on anything of entertainment, it might as well be a PC. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, the trailer didn't look. It looked. I don't know. I have to come up with a new way to describe this this emptiness because, like, you know, it's like whatever. Which to me is kind of like worse than bad. If something was bad, we could be like, man, this is bad. But for something to kind of like be there and it's just like, who is it for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think diehard Halo fans are going to stop playing on their Xboxes and get a PlayStation 5 to play the first game again a different way. Because, like, you know, those iconic voice lines sound a little weird, and since it's, I don't know who's making that game. Is it just PlayStation Studios? Like, is it Bungie? And that's another thing that's kind of sad. It's like, why y'all double dipping, man? Just make something new.
Yeah,
because like we've already done Halo. Halo's done. You know, they can't even do new Halos well.
They don't have any faith in anything new. It's like everybody wants to go with the surefire hit, you know, Halo and God of War and everything that's already been established. And then if they do something new, It's like God of War LaFay. It's like it's still God of War though. It's like, why don't y'all do something different? Y'all could have just gave her own game, but you had to make it God of War just to make it sell. You know, it's like they can't do anything because they're so scared.
That's another. We're going to get into that next. God of War LaFay. Okay, so kind of like you said, it's the same. We're running into the same problem again, and to me, this is where the insidious nature of remakes kind of starts to reveal itself, like what it's really about. So this is the God of War from the State of Play. Come on now, all this darkness. Okay.
You're free.
Literally taking too long. Okay. We'll put it back at its normal speed, but this is another problem. I do, okay. The movification of gaming. Thank you, Cross. Exactly. Like, okay, I I feel like we were sitting there for like a solid minute and nothing was happening. And then and I'm like and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to lose my mind because like it's God of War, right? So I'm off to sleep halfway last. So the movification of gaming is like it's extremely frustrating because my thing is once again, who is this for? Who is it for? It's for normies because normies don't like to play video games. They like to watch games. They do this artsy fartsy like theater kid shit where they really trying to absorb you into the world of fucking a dude who kills shit. It's like, bro, imagine being a God of War fan and there's a new God of War adjacent project, and you're like, oh, okay, let me watch it. And for the first minute, it's like, holy shit, dude. Skipping this shit.
Kratos! Where am I? I know where I am.
Okay. Burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just I didn't get to say goodbye. This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
Is that the light of Alpine? No, it's not. I'm telling you.
Press the R2. Do it. Press it.
Riveting gameplay, man.
Yep.
Welcome, Cross.
Yo, what's up?
Hold on. Let me mute. Just...
Shouldn't have been that difficult.
I didn't even watch this.
Yeah, this is my first time watching it too.
I watched the majority of it.
Riveting gameplay, man.
Oh, it's the fucking cube. Let's go, dude.
Quiet. Watching the movie.
Oh,
bro. Hey, if you go to the theaters, you expect a little bit of quiet while the motion picture's on.
No, it can't be. It's not possible.
Okay, we're gonna skip through some of this.
Yeah, it's pretty long. So
Where's Jack Quaid?
Are these like what, like Indian gods or something?
Gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Oh shit!
So this
cube.
This world is supposed to be where all the gods go when they die. So it could be a Indian god or Japanese or Chinese or something like that.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what?
The
It doesn't matter.
gelatin.
How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
Isn't that whimsical? His name's Frank. It's like a normal person.
Way out, but you're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead. You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough.
What?
Well, you have to see the cube fight along with her. The cube fights, Josh. They're so entertaining.
I'm gonna fast forward until I see a cube fight, because
You know they got a fast forward ×4 now.
you gotta pay for that.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, hold on, let me show you.
What a fucking ripoff.
Hey, you see that 3? That's premium.
Oh man, it's been such bad.
They said, "Man, we know there's some garbage on this shit. You gonna have to pay to watch
Press
it."
the R2 button. Press it. Press the R2.
That's it. What were you thinking of?
I promise.
I
Okay. So
okay, so you know, like this game looks like the epitome of like if you I don't know how to put it. You know those memes or like those things back in the day, like where like kid has a action figure of Batman and he's
Yeah.
playing with Batman and I'm the knight. He's like kicking fucking his I don't know, his Dragon Ball Z Raditz statue figure because that's all he got, you know, and so he don't got the whole Batman fit. He just got to play with whatever toys he got. So he starts making up this crazy world and all this shit, right? And then mom comes in and she's like, play with your sister. And now the sister takes Batman and he's like having a tea party with like Barbie and Ken, and he's talking about how much he's really jealous of Ken. You know, and you're just sitting, he's seething, and she's like painting like Batman's like fingernails, even though he doesn't have any. He's wearing gloves, but she's pretending, you know, and it's like you've taken my toy and you've turned it into something that is irreparable. You've damaged it, so you can have it. I don't care anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's yours now. And as soon as that happens, it's like, well, I don't want Batman anymore. I want your Raditz toy, and I want this, and I want that. And it's like that's what that feels like. God of War.
Yeah.
I've never played a God of War game in my life, not once. But I don't think you have to be able to see that shit right there
Yeah. It's
don't
like
look like God of War at all.
as men, we just can't have shit, bro. We can have
You
shit that's
could.
ours.
We
Like
can
every
have
time,
stuff if we stop turning it away to people.
yeah,
That's the
it's
only
like
problem.
it's like every time we get something, it's like it always got to be transformed into something for something else or somebody else or some other group.
see, look, this is the thing that kind of bugs me. I played several of the God of War games, but not all the way through. The one I put the most time into was probably the first one and the third one. And I still have those games. I can emulate them. And the appeal back then, it was like, you remember like the three horsemen of action games back in the 6th gen, 7th gen?
Yeah.
It was Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry, God of War.
Yeah.
Like these are all similar games, but they play nothing alike.
Yeah.
They're all like their own flavor of action, hack and slash, badass male protect, right? And so when I look at the new God of War, 2018 and onward, I tried the 2018 one, but it just didn't have the same like appeal to me. Like I felt like I was constrained because I think that game was the first time where I got annoyed that I couldn't skip anything. Because I'm like, I'm actually not in the cutscene, but I am in the cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forced walking chats.
Yeah, it was the part where you're like, on the boat, you're Kratos. The Kratos
That's
is
a
like,
cutscene. Yep.
LaFay is right there, like, yeah. So I went to the hair salon today, and the girls are like, "Wow, that looks really nice." Kratos like, like a fucking ape, and I was like, "Wow, this is like." Like this is taking an absurdly long time. And the only other time where I didn't feel the same way, but because I was engrossed in the story, was when I was playing Phantasy Star. Not Phantasy Star, but Star Ocean, The Last Hope.
Yeah.
There was I swear, like a 15, 20-minute long cutscene. And it was the part where Edge Maverick was about to blow up the other Earth.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long cutscene, but I was just like, watching, I was like, what's going on? Like it felt long, but I was into what was happening in the story up to that point.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
This was happening at the very beginning of the game. So maybe at some point the whole long trek over the long river would have been interesting to kind of sit and listen to if it built up to that. But the fact that it was like the first thing, like it's time to go to work. You turn on the game, you can just get off work where you have to like walk in a straight line and talk to people for 8 hours. And then I come home and I got to row down the river for 10 minutes listening to my wife. And it's like, I should not be like killing something. Like, yeah.
Somewhere being a god of war, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, and that's what the God of War games, the new ones, immediately came more appealing to me when I just watched it. Like I just watched it on YouTube. Ragnarok, I just watched it. And I'm like, man, that was a pretty good Marvel movie. Like, all fucking Thor was there, and
this is why franchise, in my opinion, but people don't agree, only because people have this like unhealthy relationship with franchises. People don't have the same unhealthy relationship with Wendy's and fucking McDonald's. If McDonald's would have shut down right now, people would say, I guess I'm going to Wendy's more. It's like you wouldn't really care that much.
Double bacon instead of a Big Mac.
Yeah, exactly. But people have these like really unhealthy like relationships with franchises where even though you can see that young Yeller is now old Yeller, it's like they look at him like they're young Yeller, like, oh my god, like, but he still got some runs in him. It's like, bro, his eyes are completely whited over. It's like he can't see. This is like a completely different thing. It's dead, and it's so dead, but people can't stand the fact of a franchise being dead, and so it succeeds onwards because people will buy it just because of brand power. That's the one thing that people can't really be too mad at corporations about. That's a people problem. It's like you can't sit here and be mad that a corporation is milking something and then it succeeds afterwards. You gotta be mad at people at that point, because of course a corporation's gonna do that. They don't have any soul. Like, why do you think a corporation has a soul? That's on like I can see if you're a kid and you think that.
Yeah.
But these niggas in their 30s and 40s thinking that shit. And so it's like, bro, like you out of your mind if you're thinking that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, because like, something similar happened on Ninja Gaiden. And it's funny how there's a failed example and a successful example, but they're both bad. So like when I look at God of War, it's like, well, at least you still had Kratos, and he was kind of, he ain't doing as much as he used to. Back then, he was bringing down Titans. Now, a big
nigga should have been put out to pasture.
Yeah,
that nigga should have put out to pasture. The minute I saw that the new God of War, I thought to myself, this nigga needs to be put out the pasture. That's exactly what I thought. He was like Michael Jordan playing in the Wizards. It was like, yeah, sure, he's still strong, and yeah, he still can probably punch like some regular guy's head off, but ain't no more real hit kicking them because they don't got it. Like
everything's been toned down for the sake of narrative dribble.
Yeah, it's like they don't They don't got it. My little sister's playing with the toys now, dude. It's like, bro, it's not gonna be the fucking same. So it should be gone. But the thing is that the people who are making it, they're going to continue making it. The argument for, I'm not saying it towards them, because of course they're gonna continue. They got the toys. They're gonna play with them.
Yeah.
But like fans, I guess this is just one of those things where it's like I really am always shocked at how far you can stretch fans.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
why I
like,
think it's like
wow.
it's two different camps, but they all kind of are melding. Like the when it comes to like the fans of old versus the fans of new, like there are some within the old that kind of transitioned into new because I like Thing. I don't want Thing to go away. Then you got the new people who just recently got here. And the appeal now, especially from PlayStation, like we've been making fun of it for years, the cinematic over the shoulder slop game. And they just never like the furthest away from that was Spider-Man. And that's only because he has to swing between buildings and you have to be able to see everywhere. But if they could get away with it, I think they would have done the same
Oh,
thing to him too.
absolutely. Yeah.
And
I mean, when new fans, I don't blame them. Like mostly my criticism is not towards new people because that's all they know. So they're not being
Yeah.
stretched. They're looking at something that they like and they're choosing it. That's different. I'm talking about the guy who says, "Man, I really love Big Macs. I love Big Macs. They're awesome. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna order me a Big Mac." And they say, "I'm sorry, we got bought out by fucking Wendy's." And so when you order the Big Mac, it still says Big Mac, but we're actually gonna hand you a fucking Baconator. Here you go.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's still a good sandwich. It's like that's not the point. It's like so what? You're just gonna accept that? You don't care. Like you don't care about the details and the qualities. You'll continue to generalize and water things down. You'll continue to generalize and water down your standard so that you can keep feeling enjoyment
Yeah.
rather than keeping your standard and feeling a little bit of disappointment. Like that feeling of disappointment, like that negative feeling, I think that's what it is. People run away
Yeah.
from. Like they don't
Yeah.
want to feel that shit.
Yeah. People just don't know how to let it go, man. Like I had to let Tekken go. Tekken 8 is terrible. It's like I can't just play it, just to appease my audience or because it's Tekken. It's
Can you
like
notice?
obviously it's been changed so much that it's not even Tekken anymore. It's something completely different.
Yeah, and like how much harder do you have to try to pretend that you still like it to play it? Because like I gave it a good honest try, but I think of that clip from a Blackbuster where he's like he gave it his best shot. He tried it. He's done. We went back to console. It's like that's how that feels. It's like, man, I gave it my best shot. And a new character that checks off all my boxes wasn't enough. The Raina checked off every single box.
I felt the same way. I felt the same way, Josh. I was like, first I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy it to try it, but I know that Josh will or someone else will, so I would just leech off of them and I'll try it. And I was like, wow, Xiao Yu in this game, like everyone else, they made into a unga, like they made into like, yeah, you got all these moves, but really 5 moves are so broken. Just use these. Xiao Yu was the only character they were like, but what if we just made Hypnotist like usable? We wrapped it into all her moves, and then everything she got it works. And she don't got like this one move that covers everything. But all her moves are good. So they all work right. They work as intended. So I was like, man, Xiao Yu's fucking, this is probably one of the best designed Xiao Yu's ever. But it was like, what was not fun was that as soon as I went into heat mode, then Xiao Yu became Unga Bunga. As soon as I pressed the heat button, it was like, oh, 4, 2, 1, 1 plus 2, 4, 2, 1, hypnotist mix up, 4, 2, 1, 1 plus 2. Chip, 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 chip. Oh, I got all my life back. Oh, you guessed right every decision I made? Oh, dang, I just guessed I got all my life back. I guess we can go back to playing. It's like, it was so like dumb that I was just like, I can't even appreciate this Xiao Yu in this game. Like, I like Xiao Yu, but I don't like Xiao Yu in this game. And even like Reina, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try out Reina. But when I realized like it boiled like every Reina played the same, I was like, why does every Reina play the same? 442 into it was like I was like, oh, every character in this game is designed like this. They're all designed like this, and she's just a new character designed for this game.
Yep.
And so it was like
it's the Street Fighter 6 homogenization curse. Everyone has to drive rush. You can't not drive rush. It's like, it's funny because I was talking to somebody on Twitter about how Street Fighter 4, despite everyone having the same tool, no one used it the same. Everyone has an FACD or CD.
Yeah.
That DC. But nobody uses it the same way. It's like, oh, you got an FADC with Zangief and do what? Like mix up the throw attempt? Or you're gonna use it to combo, or are you gonna use it for pressure?
But it's not even just in Street Fighter 6, it's not even just drive rush that everybody uses the same. Everybody uses all of the drive mechanics the same. So like for example, like in Street Fighter 4, right? Like it wasn't even just like, oh well, the base system mechanic like not drive impact, fucking focus attack. But like just EX moves, right? People used EX moves in a different way. Like Zangief used EX Green Hand to travel across the fucking screen and get past projectiles. You know, that was his main. He wasn't doing it for like he could do it in combos, but he was mostly doing it to like to get in. Like I need to get in. I'm gonna do EX Green Hand, right? But it's like other characters use their EX moves for other reasons, right? And some people's EX moves are just garbage. Everybody, almost every character in Street Fighter 6, their EX move is so that they can have an invincible wake up or combo filler. That's it. It was either invincible wake up or combo filler. That's basically it in Street Fighter 6. So it's like even like, and the EX moves in Street Fighter 6 is a drive mechanic. You know, you're using your drive meter for that. So it's like everybody uses the drive, all of the drive functions in the same function. Yeah. And it makes, even when you, so like when you look at the characters like raw move list and you think, oh well, this character Chun-Li is actually really different from like Guile, and you know, you look at all these characters, you're like, they're actually pretty different, but the drive system makes them homogenized. Because if you don't use it, well, I guess you're just not waking up, are you? You're just gonna get fucking throw looped all day, aren't you? You know, because what are you gonna do to get around the fucking throw loop? They're just gonna put meaties and throws on top of you all fucking day and get fucked. Your only option is to wake up fucking invincible. Well, like everyone has one, you know. So it's like, I think that's part of the reason why they don't fix throw loops, because that's one of the few things that people don't like in that game, and and they know about it, and it's really easy to fix, but they choose not to. And I think it's because it will open up the game, at least that part of the game, Okizeme, in a way that's unpredictable. Where now you got to start balancing character by character. Because one thing about Street Fighter 6 is that it's very consistent. Like the balance of the game is super consistent. And so like, I mean, you could say that's a good or a bad thing, but like basically it's reliable. So people who like the game, they're not like with each balance patch being like, what the fuck is this shit? Like they know what game they're playing every time they turn the game on. But like I said, if they take out throw loops, then basically it's going to become like what characters are good at getting out of Okizeme. Some are going to be better, some are going to be worse. And right now, pretty much every character can get out of Okizeme in the same way. Like it's the same shit. So
now, are you thinking like throw protection on wake up to eliminate?
You have throw invulnerability. Yeah, there's two ways you could do it. You can either do that. You can have throw invulnerability on wake up, so that so you could do it either where you have throwing vulnerability on wake up, like you said, or you can have it to where you have multiple wake up system, because that's what City of
Oh
Wolves
yeah,
has, where like if you do a roll, like if you wake up with a roll, you can be thrown.
yeah,
But if you wake up like you normally wake up, you're throwing vulnerable.
yeah,
So that means that every like media or wake up situation is not the same per character,
yeah,
you know, and the situation is different. So, but they're not going to do that. That's probably too much for them to think about wanting to balance. Because now you have to
yeah.
think about like,
That makes
well,
sense.
this character can't wake up and do this in this situation, blah blah blah, X
Yeah.
Y Z. You know,
And like all the characters aren't created equal because there's going to be somebody that can option select the two things, but then that character's going to be like one of the best.
well, there was a glitch in the game in like season one where when you wake up, there was a way to always tech throws and to block meaties without
Oh,
doing a
really?
throw. Yeah, without doing a whiff throw. Like so, like no matter what, if they tried to throw you, you wouldn't do anything. If they pressed a button, you would block.
Oh,
And so the only characters now that with that like option system in play was characters with command grabs. So like
I
Honda.
see.
So actually, it was like lower tier characters, right? Because a lot of the like lower tier characters are command grab characters like Manon, Honda, those characters, right?
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit.
Kind of breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, there's this weird thing when my roommate comes back, the internet just fucks up for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But
What?
I don't know, dude. I know, right? But anyway, I was saying that like it actually kind of gave this like natural, like unintended buff to low tier characters. You know,
I
this is
see.
exactly what I'm talking about, right? Where all of a sudden now they have a specific advantage where they can still run this type of game on you, but it wasn't the same because if I go in and do it like as the attacker, right? Let's say that I go in and I decide to do a throw. Well, you're either going to get thrown or you're going to tech the throw. You see what I'm saying? So the risk for
Yeah,
me doing the throw, unless you do a DP, of course, right? Like it's not that hard. It's not that much for me. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna get hit, right? But if I go in and whiff a command grab, because I do the command grab and it's not time right, or like you're getting hit, you're whiffing, like or I backdash, like I do a backdash, you're whiffing a whole command throw. You see what I'm saying? So it's actually like they get more reward on the command throw, and you can't break a command throw, but the risk is a little bit higher.
yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
the none of that really even got to be in play because a week or two after that glitch got found out, they patched it out.
Oh, that's right.
And so
Well,
it's like, oh, well, it was unintended. It's like, okay, well, yeah, but like, well,
sauce,
there you go.
sauce is unintended. Just it was like what they said about Tokan. Where the sauce at?
Yeah, where's the
It's
sauce?
just dry. It's too slow. Well, just to kind of move things on to the next game, like
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. I said on Twitter a while back. I jumped off of Kingdom Hearts during Channel Memories. They showcased the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, and I don't know why. Well, yes, I do. But the appeal of Kingdom Hearts, I kind of realized, you don't know how good you got it till it's fucking gone. Like Kingdom Hearts appeal to me was its creative design, the way it looked. And
Yeah,
I was talking to Herbert earlier across about how like realism seems to be like a byproduct of AI now, to like throw something out there quick, or it's lazy game design.
It's
Or
it's
instead of
it's the
creating
other way
something,
around.
what do
My
you mean
bad,
other way
go
around?
ahead. Well, because I don't think that AI created the realism like phase. I think that realism comes about because people are creatively lazy.
Yeah, like in a sense, but you know how in most videos, since AI is pulled from everything, It's
Right.
just like, oh, a realistic cat doing something ridiculous.
Oh well, yeah.
That's kind of what I mean. So here's the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I haven't watched it either. So yeah, let's watch Kingdom Hearts. Is that the guys? Those are the people?
the organization.
The organization?
The 13th one, I think.
Oh. I heard that this game is like rescrapped versus 13.
Hey, look, stop spoiling it, all right?
Oh.
Like, damn. I've never seen the video. I've never seen it before. It immediately says what it is.
I mean, I could just tell by looking at it. I've seen versus 13, so I don't really need to.
Oh, it's Noctis, wasn't it?
Was it?
I know, right?
It looked like Noctis.
Oh, they're fighting in the real world. Oh, is that the place? Is that the place in Japan where people walk across the street?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it don't look kind of whack, bro.
Hey,
No
slow down.
way.
Hey,
Look, it's real.
They just look kind of whack, bro.
Okay. You know what that shit reminded me of when I first saw it?
What?
You remember that Jump Force game?
Oh yeah.
How it was like,
oh boy,
where they took
that's
like
it.
anime
Yeah.
characters and just dropped them in like
Yeah.
real. Everything looked annoyingly realistic. Like Ichigo had like a 3-dimensional chin, and I was just like, this was after we discovered the beauty of like 2D, 2.5D, gear and stuff. And so we know that exists. Hell, even like back when on PS3, the first Naruto Storm achieved something similar. It was 3D, but it looked 2D.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, why? Because Kingdom Hearts, part of its appeal to me, the reason why I found it interesting was that, it was a blend of the beautiful 2D animation of Disney married with Final Fantasy style 2D, at the time. So when I saw this, I was just like, bro, this should look like, hey, hire this man, Unreal demo.
Yeah, it's
or
like,
I put Sora in fucking Yakuza or some shit.
yeah, and like one of the appeals of Kingdom Hearts is you travel to different universes and worlds, and you might be in Tarzan's world or Tron's world,
And it
stuff
looks like their world.
It looks like their world. You go to the Pirates of the Caribbean world, and they messed up with that trailer because they didn't show any of that. Like that aspect of the game, like you said, is what makes you want to play it. Like, you got the Final Fantasy characters. You might see Cloud and I don't know, some place that's in the Disney world. Is like the clashing of the worlds is what make Kingdom Hearts so great. But that, like you said, it's just they dropped them in the middle of the city. It's like, oh, you're fighting Godzilla. Like, all right, let's go. And then they flashed and showed Goofy and Donald like for 2 seconds, and we're right back to the city fight. Like, oh,
well, look, see, this is Old Yeller. It should be put out the pasture. Disney is not the same Disney, okay? And that oh my God. Okay, Disney is not the same Disney as it was in the early 2000s. All
right.
Right? It's completely different. It's a whole different thing. The whole point is the magic of what Disney was at that point, and it's
100%
merged with what Square is now. And they didn't really have that much of a past at that point, but it was really like their new ideas. And there you go, like Clash, right? But this idea is the expiration date has long, long past. This is like not even moldy bread. You know, like when you have something that have you ever seen a piece of food that's so long past anymore?
It just looks like a dark husk.
It's
It doesn't even.
dry.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a dark husk. There's bugs ain't on it. I'm sure you probably eat it and there's no bacteria on it anymore because they're done. Like no one is touching that thing anymore. It's just particles, you know? So it's like that's
Oh,
how dead it is. It's just
yeah,
a blackened husk.
and,
It's on
yeah,
it and crush it and move on, man.
yeah, and to your point, it's like it's been so long since the last Kingdom Hearts. Like, who really wants this? Like,
Well, Kingdom
do people even still want another Kingdom
Fans.
Hearts?
Yeah, fans.
Especially with what they
Yes.
got with the last game.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
because they're eternal fans. That's what they will absolutely. Unfortunately, absolutely, because
the
they're
people.
loyal to the franchise. Like all the like qualitative judgments, their own disappointment, none of that matters because they will just continue to change things and lower the standard so that they can get something.
Hey
you break
man,
it up,
And Kingdom
breaking up.
Hearts fans of
I mean, get a hold of your Ethernet
Kingdom
cable.
Hearts.
Show it here.
Yeah, you break it up.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. It's like we were talking about before. You know, fans are loyal to brand, and no matter what form it takes, they will want it. And it's like
Yeah,
it, we see it happen so often, and that's kind of like my whole like you know my challenge to that mentality is just like, dude, how much is too much? Like how different does your franchise have to be before you kind of like have had enough? You know, how much more alien does it have to be before it's like, okay, even this is even a bit much for me. So like, you know, take Dead or Alive for example. You know, that was like my favorite game, but the only Dead or Alive game I've never bought was 6 because it was so far away from what I thought Dead or Alive was. I couldn't do it. You know, auto combos that you can't parry with a normal a parry. We have meter now, and the characters act like aliens. It's just like this isn't Dead or Alive. This is Dead or Alive by committee. And coming from an era of DOA that had all the soul you could ask for because it was helmed by the guy, but he's gone now. It's just like you see this happen over and over to different franchises. It's like I just don't. I don't. Is it really that scary for your franchise to just die? You know, like I used to be afraid of that. You know, long time ago. I think the worst I had it was when I realized that Itagaki left Tecmo. It's way back in the day, like 2006. I think it happened, 5 or 6, because it happened before the game release. And so we were all kind of under the impression like this is the last DOA because they can't make a DOA without Itagaki. And that shit sucked. And it was even more like painful with the credits. It was amazing by Aerosmith. The perfect finality song, especially with the ending where the DOA tech whatever was blowing up and it just looked so fucking over.
yeah. And I remember Cross. We were talking about franchises one day, and I think we were on the opposite sides. Where I think you were talking about how you would rather a franchise die than to see it go on and just be a shell of its former self. And I was like, no, I want to see it no matter what. I want to see the next version and how cool it's gonna look, whether it's good or bad. Like as the years go on, I'm like slowly going over to Cross's side. Like I don't want to see no more, man. I don't want to see no more Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to see no more Tekken. I don't want to see no more Resident Evil. It's like just keeps dragging on and on like a dead zombie, keep rising from his grave. And it's like, bro, I'm tired.
Get a little bit more out of you.
Please, just die, please.
Yeah.
Why won't
Make-
you let me
make-
die?
Make something else, you know. Stop
Well-
dragging our franchises through the mud, or the franchise that we grew up in love on. So,
See, the real reason why I want them to make something new instead of dragging old things out. I mean, of course, I don't like to see something I love die, and I also don't like to see something I love be turned into some fucking like dishonorable zombie. But the ultimate reason why I want them to move on and make something new is because only good can come of it. Either they're going to make something new and it will be garbage. It'll be their ideas pure without a mask of oh, but it's attached to my favorite franchise. You will just be able to judge it like exactly to your personal taste completely, because
Yeah.
you'll be able to see without it being, oh, this is this or this is that.
yeah, there's
You
no history.
Yeah, there's no history, so you'll be able to just judge it as it is, and it's either going to succeed or it's going to fail. And
Yeah.
either something good and new and original is going to come out that you say, wow, I love this, or frauds will be exposed for what they are, and they will be expelled due to rapid and continued failure. And people
Yeah.
who are making something new and it is actually thriving, it is harder to do this. It is harder to actually do this. So because of this, you are less likely to allow things that are going to destroy it. You're
Yeah.
less likely going to say, all right, come on in, Anita. It's like you're not going to do that because you're like, dude, I put everything into this. It's not like well, if God of War somehow fails, what's another franchise we got? Like, it's like
What can we look to next? Like, where's another
Yeah.
safe bet?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like,
a good example of something you're talking about is that was it Pragmata? That game looks super, super dope, and it's something new, and a lot of people
Yep.
loved it.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. It's like that exactly. It's like they came out with Pragmata and it did well. Look at somehow find some. Oh, actually, this is Lost Planet. Yeah, this is Lost Planet. Oh,
So that- you have to
yeah,
go out of your way now to
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, this is fucking just another thing, right? It's like, well, you could say that, but it doesn't do it doesn't have much weight. Doesn't go as
Yeah.
far anymore because now it's like it's still Pragmata. Yeah, it has these Lost Planet qualities, but it ain't Lost Planet. You
Yeah.
know, I'd rather because just looking at it, I saw Electric Underground's review on it, and it was a pretty solid review. And the things he was talking about, like I kind of thought about for a little bit, where it's like, oh yeah, maybe you're trying to make two different things that are too different and shove them together, and it kind of doesn't work here or there. But it's almost permissible because it's like you at least did something else instead of
Yes.
dragging the corpse of a familiar
This is
franchise just to.
I think that's fine. If you make a new franchise and that new franchise, the first game, you're trying to do something interesting, but it isn't perfect, in execution. You say, oh, well, it could have been better here and there. So that because you have a vision of what the second game can be. You say, oh,
Yeah.
actually, they need to improve on this. They need to improve on this. Not
Yeah.
just a second game just because. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, no, there are things to be improved upon. But you don't
Yeah.
do that when you get a franchise that basically already found the formula. They already got the
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they
perfected
had
it.
their.
There's no they already went through these steps. We got to the point where it's good. And everybody in like this country or the West thing where they can't when it comes to the video games or like art, like video game. I'll just keep the video games, but it's the other stuff too. It's like they can't just enjoy going to Burger King over and over again. In Japan, they can. There could be 50 fucking Bleach arena fighters, and they'll be happy with the fucking 25th one. They'll be like, "Oh, let's go, dude." You know,
Yeah.
like there could be 1 billion Dynasty Warrior games. There could be like 1 trillion handball games. You know, 11 fucking Ease games. You can just do this over there because they know what they want, and they're like, "Cool, man, I'm cool."
Yeah.
But it's like over here, it's like you get to number 2, and people are like, "The game needs to be completely different." I'm getting bored. It's like, what are you talking about? Who gets tired of fucking cheeseburgers? It's like maybe you switch it up and you say, "I'll go play another game." Yeah, I'll go have pizza tonight, but I'm not going to Burger King and asking them for a pizza. You know, I
Yeah.
just won't eat Burger King today. I'll go to fucking Pizza Hut, and then I'm sure in a couple of days I'll be like, "Damn, a hamburger sounds nice again. Let me go get one." It's like people they want. It's like Westerners have this like thing about them where they need novelty, even if it comes at the price of quality and content. It's like they
Yeah.
need novelty. It just got to be different somehow. And it's like I think that's so dangerous to franchise. It got to be different, but then when something actually is new and different, like something completely different. Oh, wait a minute now, like. No, it needs to be God of War, but it needs to be different. It's like, well,
Yeah.
what you're asking?
Yeah.
You're hip. It's hypocritical, like at its base.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't want God of War anymore. I want God of War Lafay.
God of woman.
Yeah, woman of war. I was always curious about this man's wife, Kratos' wife. As long as I've been playing this franchise, I was like, I wonder what his wife would be thinking about right now. His dead wife.
Yeah, I know she's dead, but I
Wait.
wonder.
I know I never played the God of War games, but didn't he already have a wife? Didn't his original family die or something?
Shut up. We're not talking about that wife. I don't care about her trip to the underworld.
Yeah, to be fair, I guess these are really honestly 2 different Kratoses. Like, these are not the same character at all. This is one from a completely different dimension.
Yeah,
that's another thing too.
Yeah, one was like, understood to be the God of War, and the other is like some guy. He's the guy of war.
I'm sad because I was a toxic male. And now I'm sad. Don't be me.
Time to hand the reins over.
I'm grown up now. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, I remember there was a cut thing where he was looking at his past self, and I'm like, that looks like a much more interesting character sitting on that chair.
That was a badass scene, though. That was really badass.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I'll watch clips and shit from it on YouTube. And there's like in the first season. Oh, I guess I did watch some of the first season. The king before he gets killed. I forgot like his first name, but the title, like his last name is Baratheon. And there's a scene where clearly this type of character was like honestly a guy like Kratos in his early days, but we never get to see him in his early days. But he's like talking to one of the like I guess elite guards, and he's like, no matter how long it's been, I still remember all their goddamn faces. What about you, Han? What was your first? And he's like, he was like a spear through the heart. He's like, quick and painless. He's like, me, it was some damn young, stupid Tarly boy. He came running at me thinking he could end the war with one swing of his sword until I crushed his chest plate. God, I was strong back then. And he's like, I must have broke every rib in his damn body. And before I brought my hammer down on him, he said, wait! They don't tell you that they shit their pants, do you? They don't tell that in the stories. And then he started to drink his wine. He said, wine, boy. There was like another boy standing there. He said, oh, sir, it's empty. He said, what's that mean? It's empty, sir. He said, empty. Do you know what that word means? It means go get more. Give me more wine. He's like, and tell your damn cousin to come in here, because his cousin was standing outside the door. It's a Kingslayer. Tell me, what was your first? Instead of old men you stabbed in the back. And he's like, I cut the head off of someone when I was 16. And he was like, oh, okay. You have any last words? He's like, well, seeing as I decapitated him. No, he didn't. And he's like, then he says, what about the Mad King when you betrayed him? Hmm? Had any last words when you stabbed him in the back? And he's like, he only said the thing he always said every day: burn them all. And it's like, that's where that clip ends when I watched it. And I'm like, this is where Kratos should be in his old age.
Yeah.
Sitting around recalling the old days when he was incredible, and he's not there anymore because he enjoy. It sounds like he's like, at first Baratheon, when he's talking about this, it's like he's like, oh man, I killed that kid and blah blah blah. But as you hear him go on, you realize he's mad that he's this fat old bastard, and that and that he used to be a badass, and now he's a fat old bastard. And so when he's looking at Jamie, who's like young and shit and still. Oh yeah, that was another line. He was like, does it burn you up to sit outside your king while he shits and fucks and talks and does whatever, and you have to just sit there and listen to it? It's like it's like he almost wants someone to come over there and punch him so he can get into a fight again. He hates being king. I gotta sit here and do nothing. It's like, I hate this shit. It's like I don't think that these modern writers can write a character like that, because they don't understand men. Like they don't get it. They like, oh well, he would look at his past and he would be like not toxic because he's the main character and we need to like him. It's like, what if Kratos in the past games, we knew he wasn't a good guy even back then. We didn't think Kratos was like a upstanding civilian. We knew he was motivated by revenge. He was willing to kill people in his way. He betrayed people and all this shit, right? We know this. So like, good. I understand people can change, but people have inherent characteristics to them. And unless you have shown me something that has really convinced me that the character has changed, characters just don't change like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you look at like Nolan, like, Omni-Man and Invincible, because I actually have been like spoiling myself when it comes to just his story in general. He is, obviously like a terrible person. He was raised by Viltrum Empire and they're all terrible, But the thing is that like the path it takes him to be almost good is so long, and he thinks he deserves forgiveness immediately. He's like, okay, I've done good things now, like forgive me. And they're like, no, fuck you, dude.
Fuck
like
you.
you saved like some lives, but the amount of lives you've destroyed, it's way more than that. And he's just like, oh, and he actually starts to feel bad because he realizes like what he did was so wrong. You can't really repair it. And like at the end, like when Mark is like, oh dude, like you're the reason why I'm like the guy I am, like, I still need you in my life. And he's like, no, I'm still the same guy. The only reason why I don't return back to the guy is because of you. Like you're the guy that's keeping me from being that guy. But that guy is still there. like you're basically my limiter, son. Like without you, I would go back to being that guy quickly.
It'd be nothing for him to think about. Nothing to make him happy.
He's been doing it for hundreds of years. He's only been good for like a sliver of time. Of course, he could easily go back to being himself. It's like, you know what I mean? But Mark has been good almost his entire life. So it's like Mark is actually a good person. So it made sense that he saw that in Mark. He was like, dude, it ain't me that made you who you are. It's you that made me who I am right now. He's like, that's what you're not seeing. It was like, That was a good fucking speech. I was like, damn, the writing is fucking good, But that's a problem with that. What I saw with God of War that I could see immediately. I was
Yeah.
like, this guy ain't the same fucking dude. It's a different dude wearing the skin, man.
Yeah. That's I think that's and they trying to drive that home to you that like oh he's changed so much
Even though we
compared to the
haven't
old.
shown you anything
Yeah,
approximating, he just has a kid and his wife's dead.
yeah, that's why they had that scene like you're saying, Josh, with the old Carlos on the throne and him looking on like, oh, that used to be me, not
Yeah,
anymore.
like
I,
obviously, where
I
is
don't
that
even
guy?
like you said,
recognize that guy.
like you said, I'm no longer into toxic
Masculinity.
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, now I'm kind and soft and pliable.
Oh my god.
And I'm waiting for my wife to come back from the dead to show me how it's
Terrible.
done.
And that, yep, and that sucks, bro. That sucks. That you like. I feel like almost every series, man, you always get hijacked by some women, or the writers always hijack the series with some woman, bro. It happened with the Mandalorian. It happened in all of the damn Netflix shows.
Yeah, but like fans eat it up afterwards anyway. Like they do that because they understand that fans will just like they know they can't get you at the jump. So they got to get you invested, and then once you're invested, they know it's hard to pull away.
Yep.
So like you're not going to, even if you think it sucks, you're not
Yeah.
going to.
It'd
So
be
that's why I don't get invested into
yeah,
shit
it'd be
until
like
I
the
know.
bro. It's always like the third season, the third or second season is when they try to do the rug pull on you. Like you said, you get invested in it. The second or third season come around, like, oh, it was this woman all along who was the strongest, not the main character.
I was just paving the way for it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like it has to be like that though, because like I said, they can't start anything from the ground up because their ideas are garbage. They're ideologues. All they know how to do is make propaganda. But so they scout new projects, and whichever ones people don't give a fuck about, they ignore. But whichever ones that are popular, they try to get in as quickly as possible. And how quickly it becomes popular is how fast they will attack it. So
Oh
let's
yeah.
say season 1 comes out, but people didn't even know what the fuck it was until after season 1 comes out. Then you probably
Yeah.
won't see any like real changes into season 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it becomes popular as it's coming out, I expect season 2. But they are going to get in because people are too ignorant. They got to be on like Hyung Tae Kim's level of like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. Oh,
Yeah.
Evie, you say Evie looks like a kid? Hey, eat my fucking dick, bitch. I'm gonna post a picture of her ass on my fucking Twitter. Fuck you. It's like you got to be on that level. You got to be on like, I know what you're doing. Fuck you. I'm gonna continue to succeed. It's like you got to do that. Otherwise, you're fucked. Like.
So with this new God of War game, or the new series, there was like God of War, then God of War Ragnarok, and this God of War Lefay is the third one in this little new series of the Kratos, right? Is it? Like
What?
he must be muted. Josh must be muted.
No,
He listened. We just.
Oh,
listened.
okay, yeah. Is it the third? Is it the third one?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
it's
So
like,
this is
people said it's not a spinoff. This is the continuation of.
yeah. So this is the third one. So it's going left.
I think it already went left. Okay, all right. I'm glad we're on the same page.
We've been going left since 2018.
Yeah, I'm not actually shocked at like Lefay. That didn't shock me at all. Because to me, like it's kind of like the same thing as like with the Castlevania anime, where it's like everyone was shocked that the Richter Belmont season, but I saw that it was like bad 2 seasons prior to that because I mean you got Alucard getting fucked in the ass, and you have
Oh yeah.
Dracula just being literally like how we're talking about with God of War, where he's like,
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Being a
I'm
bitch.
sad. Yeah, it's like when the majority of season 2 was not invading the castle, and then only the last couple episodes was invading the castle, and basically they just run and run room and then run upstairs, and then boom, they get to Dracula. I'm like, ain't this show called Castlevania? Like, what do you
Yeah.
think that means? like the castle
Nothing.
is the character. Like
Yeah.
that's half of it. Like
Yeah.
what? So I was like, at that point, I was done. Like season 2 was the part where I said, this is garbage. I don't want to watch anymore. And
Yeah.
like so people are just kind of slow when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we coming up on our time limit. I didn't go too long tonight, but man, guys, thank you for coming out and voicing some of your opinions about gaming's latest online discourse covering some of these games. We didn't get to everything, but I can kind of spread this out. There's plenty to talk about. We got forever. Probably gonna go live again tomorrow talking about the other half. I want to talk about the new Spyro game.
Spyro.
Yeah, there's
a new Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro 4. And it's a little ironic because years ago when the Reignited Trilogy got announced, I put on my Spyro onesie, got in front of this camera, and I was like, let's talk about the future prospects of Spyro 4. And like, I almost want to go back and watch that video just to kind of see like
how
close.
No,
not that's over with. All that died when Activision did what it did when the Reignited Trilogy came out.
Okay.
It's just like now, like I just learned that Toys for Bob is now independent. So it's kind of everything I always wanted. I just don't trust the industry anymore to do something like a Spyro 4, because the thing that made Spyro unique is that the original trilogy, like you said before, it's matured. It's complete.
Wait a minute. So Toys for Bob is not working on Spyro 4.
They are. They're making it.
But you said they're independent. So like did they own Spyro?
That I don't know, but they're not associated with Activision anymore. I have to look up the details because I'm still a little uncertain. I just know that there's a matter of fact, we can look at the trailer now, Bill.
Yeah, because that is a kind of like strange situation. Because I thought they were going too, but I guess they're independent.
Yeah, I have to, like I said, I have to look it up. This is what I heard. I could be completely wrong, but when I heard that, I was like, well, how else would Spyro 4 been made? Because Activision ain't. But they don't they own the IP? So
yeah, right. That's interesting. He can fly now.
Yeah, but like,
all right.
So I'm a little mixed on the idea of a new game because, like, how I felt years ago versus now is completely different. Because now the trilogy kind of set a precedent that I don't think can really be improved upon. So it's kind of like, well, what is it that I want? Do I want a Spyro 4 now? Not really. Like I'm kind of at the point to where it's like, just make something else. But Crash 4 exists, and from what I heard, it's pretty good. I haven't played it yet, but I was more of a Spiral guy. So the original trilogy developing along as the way it did, and now we have the fourth game where flight is like a huge aspect of the game. That makes me nervous.
It does. Like I was thinking the same thing because I was like in the trailer when he's flying around, I was like, Spyro can't fly. I was like, did he get like superpowers or something? Did something
Yeah.
happen? He doesn't look like grown up or anything to where he would be able to fly. So I was kind of like, all right. But the whole like level design of Spyro and gameplay design is based around you not being able to fly, so that when you do get like the super fly stuff, that's like a special thing. Like you're cheating.
Yeah,
Like,
you see, it stops being a platformer.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah, basically, yes.
and
It's
Spyro
like
is a platformer.
it's the Superfly section is going to be the whole fucking game, but
But you
it's like,
see,
oh well, you could choose to walk around. It's like, well, that it's not the same though. Like, because if I
yeah.
could just fly around everywhere, then where's the challenge or like where's the game design?
Well,
It's
it's a
kind of weird.
different game entirely now. So
Yeah,
that's no longer part of the conversation, which is why I'm like a little just like, you know what? I mean, on one hand, I
that is weird.
like I said, I'm mixed about it. On the one
I,
hand,
I can
I'd
understand.
rather I'd rather see more of what made the core trilogy what it is. But since we're in the modern age, that can't be done anymore. The best you're gonna get is a remake. Like it's gonna be the reignited trilogy where you take the game, place the old game underneath the new game, and just play it again. Like they've perfected the Spyro formula back in the 90s. So if we're gonna be a new Spyro, it's gonna have the same problem that the reboot had back then, where they try all these different things, but because the standard is set here where they're done, there's nothing more you can really do here except it again. I wouldn't mind that because hell, to me, it works. I wouldn't have been playing the same game for 30 years if it didn't. So, like, the lore of Spyro is expansive enough to warrant a sequel,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I could trust the modern gaming's culture track record to actually pull that off in a way that I would find satisfactory.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I think it's gonna suck. I'm just not.
Yeah. I can't say anything on it because the only time I played Spyro was like on a demo disc. So, and that was years and years ago.
That's it.
So
I played
I can't really say what's good or bad. Me personally, I like the fact that he can fly. Because like I said, I'm a fraud because I haven't played the games, but it looks cool. I don't like that he don't look. Spyro always had this I don't know, cute dragon look to him. Now he
Well,
looks like he's like a teenager or something.
yeah, they're growing. He's growing up, and it's like it just brings too many levels of uncertainty to every aspect about the game. His attitude, the tone, the the environment. Like all these things are now just fucking up in the air.
Okay, I think I see it. Yeah, again, it kind of go. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. It goes back to like what I was saying before. Even though like Spyro 1, 2, and 3, they got brought back out and they're great games. It's like it kind of it's at its peak and it needs to be put out. Only because like the only logical conclusion you can go from Spyro is getting older. Well, okay, he gets older. He's going to be able to fly, of course, because it wasn't like he couldn't fly before because he had some impediment or he was stupid. It was just he was a kid. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, he can fly now. It's like, all right, well, that dramatically changes the game. It's kind of like if Sonic was just supersonic from the beginning of Sonic, and he had all the supersonics abilities. It's like, well, you're not playing the same Sonic game anymore. It's like this nigga can fly. And so it's a completely different game. And
And that's
so it's like, if you're gonna make a completely different game,
you should have
I
just
don't know
made.
if I want to play grown up Spyro. It's kind of like that's a
Well,
completely different game,
yeah, and it's like there's one of those things I'm torn between because obviously I would like to see the character
I mean,
evolve,
yeah, right.
but not at the cost of like those are two different things to me. Like, yeah, I'd rather just see that as a story. Like, give me a comic book and I'll be satisfied.
Yeah,
But
yeah, okay, yes.
if
I
you're
mean
gonna
in
do a
gameplay.
game, yeah, like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do a game, I'd rather you just kind of do what is established and works. And I was kind of going back and forth with a guy on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh man, you just don't want change." It's like change for the sake of change isn't like a net
A
positive.
good thing. Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
there's these like cliches people believe in. That's one of them. Where it's like you
yeah,
just don't like change. It's like it depends on the change. Like,
yeah,
yes, I'm not just for change's sake, especially when things work well and everyone's happy. Why would I want a change of that? Like, I want change when change is necessary. Or if someone brings to me a change idea and it looks and sounds cool, like, oh, I didn't unexpected positive surprise. Yeah, sure. But it's like you can't just come to me and be like, oh, well, you don't like new thing. It's like not if new thing sucks. You're absolutely right. I don't like
yeah,
new thing.
because like
Like,
all that stuff is like very apparent in the original trilogy. If you like, and it's so hard not to praise it because from a spiral 1 to 2 to 3, he retains every new skill he develops, but it never pulls him outside of that. From spiral 1 to 2, he develops some new skills to kind of help him navigate certain obstacles, but the core doesn't change. 2 to 3, he keeps all those moves starting in the third game. So it's like, well, okay, we're going to be doing the same thing forever. You got some new characters. So that now, instead of like, changing Spyro too much, you're adding to the world. You have the monkey that can shoot. Now you can do little third-person shooter. You have the kangaroo that can it's a different type of platforming. She jumps higher. She can reach areas that Spyro can. You have Sergeant Bird. Now you have your flying section. Spyro can't fly, but Sergeant Bird can fly. And so, to me, that is like a smart way to kind of maintain the appeal of what Spyro was. Now all of that stuff is out the window because you're aging them up, and like you said, like if they're doing the whole thing where he can just fly, and I think they even say that in the description. Say take flight in a brand new adventure through the strange, wondrous realm. When Spyro finds himself stranded, the journey to discover a way home is interrupted by the arrival of vicious invading force known as scabs. Spyro must make new allies and rise to protect his realm before it's changed forever. Feel the freedom of flight as you soar above vibrant landscapes. Weave between treetops, dive off massive landmarks, wing your way through this new realm in Spyro's boldest evolution yet. Carve your path through the skies and chain together dives, climbs, and tight turns as you navigate the world your way. Crafted by Toys for Bob, this is an evolution of Spyro. And I'm like, you guys are putting a lot of emphasis on just flying and nothing else. And that's kind of worrisome. Because it's like,
it's a
oh, you
completely
can,
different game. That's a different
yeah.
game.
So you can dive, you can fly, you might be able to climb somewhere, but I'm like, why would I climb if I could just fly up there? Or you got to kneecap flying in this weird way to kind of emulate a platforming.
But like that's the thing. Like, I don't see how a platformer can be a platformer if you're flying around. It might be a good flying
Yeah.
around game. Like, like it might be fun, it might be a good game. But it's like this is a completely different type of game. It's like the gameplay is different.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's why Spyro 3 was the way it was. I think Spyro 3 kind of gave you all those things without sacrificing really much of anything. Like Sergeant Bird could fly forever. But the way the game was built, he wasn't just flying like a jet through the sky or whatever. It was just like, oh, go up a little higher, go a little lower. And land here, do what you got to do because that's where the objective is. Finish, come over here, do the next thing. But now, like I said, all that is, I don't know. I feel like Crash could get away with it because they didn't really do that to him. Like he's still doing Crash shit.
Yeah, he's just running around and jumping on shit. I mean, the
Yeah.
only thing I would say, just from watching gameplay of Crash 4, that I thought was, and I think you can turn it off, but it is still one of those things where it's like, personally, I don't even think it should be in the game though. But it's when you jump, there's like a circle that'll show you where you're gonna land. I'm like, like the whole that's the point. That's the challenge of the fucking game. It's like, whatever. Like, okay, bitch mode. It's,
but
fine. But at least it's a
yeah.
Crash game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is
it's a Crash game.
Yeah, and like, that's why, I'm gonna watch my old video because I am really curious. It's been like 5 years since I made that video. And I'm kind of curious what I was thinking of, if it's still similar to what I would still want. Let me see. Because I was like, Spyro 4. Like, now it exists. I'm just like, did I really want that? 7 years ago. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. We're becoming dirt, dude.
I don't know if I should share this. This is kind of close to my heart. I don't want to look at the young version. Wow, I have the old Wacom tablet. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Look at that set. So sick. Antec case. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this offline. I think this is this belongs to me. But I'll probably share it on the next live stream. But that's interesting. I'm kind of curious as to what I said. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. We're pushing 2 hours and 40 minutes. So just getting back. Let's not go too crazy here. I can tell Herbert over to sleep. Turn his camera off.
Don't tell them my secrets.
Yeah. But as always, guys, thanks for joining me on this live stream, Gaming for the Boys podcast. We'll probably have a few more the rest of this week. I'm off for the rest of the week, so I'm actually able to just do this and not be too caught up in other stuff. But I'll let you guys see yourselves out. Your Immortal Afro Josh. I've been joined by Croft, H through the Game. Anything y'all want to say before I shut this shit down?
Yep, you can catch me on YouTube at H through the Game. You can catch me, I think, on X at X through the Game as well. It was good to be back. I can't wait to the next one.
Good shit, and we don't care about you crossover. Fuck, you do something later.
Oh, okay. I was gonna threaten someone.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I hope Peter Thiel and Sam Altman slip on a banana peel and fall into traffic. That's all I want to say.
Seconded. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming. We'll see y'all on the next upload. Let me go to my media assets and where's my outro? Yeah, I like how they set all this stuff up and then change it. There's the outro. Here it is. All right, y'all. Peace. See y'all on the next one.